Happy Friday! Welcome back to Drinking by My Shelf. My name is Emma and this is, I already said Drinking by My Shelf. Let's just run the intro. Today I'm going to be talking about books that I think are cheuggy. And none of this is really a big insult because I am most definitely a cheug. And so every single book that I'm about to mention is actually a book that I love. If you're sitting there thinking, Emma, how can a book be cheuggy? That doesn't make any sense. We don't understand. May I present to you We Were Liars? Do you see what I mean? I happen to love this book. I think I even gave it 5 stars when I read it. I think it's fantastic, but everything about this is cheug central. If this book was a motivational poster, your suburban mum would have it hanging in her kitchen. So I'm going to go systematically through my entire bookshelf and pull out all of the cheuggiest books that I own. And remember that I only keep books that I love. This bookshelf is absolutely packed full of books that have my whole heart. So once again, in this house, cheuggy is not really an insult. If I stand up, can you still see me? No, you can't. Let's back up. There you go. Full range of motion. I'm going to go through these shelves, but if you see anything, if you zoom in and spy anything that you think is cheuggy that I try and embarrassedly just skim past, put it in the comments. Let me know I'm cheuggy. Beginning at... Did you see that? Let there be light. Don't really remember how I had these positioned, but they'll do. Dare I say it? Fairy lights on bookshelves might also be cheuggy. What I was about to start with, before the fairy lights interrupted me, is The 5 People You Meet in Heaven by Mitch album. One of the most top left books on my bookshelf, not for any reason other than the fact the author's name begins with A and I alphabetize my bookshelves, but this does happen to be a very cheuggy book. This book wants you to know how many lives you have touched. This book wants you to know that you matter to the universe. This book wants you to know that if a butterfly flaps its wings, the dinosaurs go extinct. This book genuinely wants you to live, laugh, love. I'm going to say it. Any book written by Frederick Backman is cheuggy. And I want to not count Beartown in that list because I love Beartown so much, but it was the first Frederick Backman that I read. And now, having read a bunch of them, and having chatted to my friend recently who just reread Beartown and was like, you know what, maybe don't reread it, I think he's a cheuggy guy. I would also love to discount Anxious People from that list. Anxious People is so good. And it is. All of these books are so good. But I think there is something about the way this guy writes, something about the way he wants you to open your heart and cry, is cheuggy. Start to finish. The Princess Diaries books that I did for a 24-hour readathon once are definitely not cheuggy. But the movie, especially the second movie, I think probably is. And skipping ahead, but the Shopaholic series that I did for a readathon, those are 100% cheuggy. Aside from being cheuggy, they also kind of suck though. The concept of cheuginess, just like any other criticism, has been mostly weaponized against women. That's just how this world works. So I pose to you House of Leaves. I think this is cheuggy. I think that boys made this book cheuggy. If Gone Girl is your favourite thriller, you're probably cheuggy. Remember when everyone was talking about this book in like 2008? If you're still talking about it, you're probably cheuggy. Same with Girl on the Train. I happen to still be talking about both of those fantastic books. The Circle by Dave Eggers, definitely cheuggy. The movie adaptation with Emma Watson really brought this one down. I absolutely loved this book when I first read it. No one else I know has enjoyed it since. I think it is extremely out of date. I think if I read this now, what was once a dystopia when I read it, let's say about 6 short years ago, would now just be an entirely mundane story about what life in 2021 is actually like. It's supposed to be this like big technological dystopia, but I think everything in it has come true and like we're actually all fine. We're all just like living our lives. We're all dying from the inside, but it's fine. Oh, and Bridget Jones. Bridget Jones is definitely cheuggy, but it's like so cheuggy that it's actually coming all the way back around again. I mean, duh. Eleanor Oliphant is completely fine. Brilliant book. Another 5-star read. Definitely cheuggy. Everyone's mom was reading this with their book clubs while drinking white wine. What have I got over here? Okay, this, the Bras and Broomstick series, this is not cheugy. This is a series that has still not had its moment. It's coming, and you heard it here first. This book came out in 2005. We've been waiting. Ian McEwan, kind of cheugy. David Nichols, kind of cheugy. Does The Time Traveler's Wife make me cheugy? I think so. But they are making a new movie, so I think this one might come back with a vengeance. Presented without comment. I don't think Series of Unfortunate Events is cheugy. What do you think? Oh, but doing a little live reading vlog where I cried a few months ago, at the time that I got around to doing it, definitely cheugy. I never want to say the word cheugy ever again. It doesn't even sound like a real word anymore. So we're drawing this to a close. But do insult my bookshelves if you can see close enough. Maybe I did this on purpose so that you couldn't see it because I don't like being insulted. And I will see you next month. I've got loads of fun videos coming up, so I'll see you then.
It's been a day, we gonna get wavy. Layer on some diamonds and some pearls. Maybe we could go to the mall, get our nails done, get our hair done, we fly. Maybe we could holler at the boys, looking so good, just so when they walk by, 'cause we know what they want.